Welcome back. All right. Oh, we are on episode 5. End of episode 4. We got halfway through our week of year 3. We're a little negative. We're about to start the day. About to start day 3. Our kids are going to come in. They're going to pay us tuition. We're going to move this fire bucket because I don't think it needs to be just kind of floating around there in the middle of everywhere in land. We're working on a cafeteria. We just finished infirmary research. I don't have enough money to build the infirmary, so I think what we're going to do is wait for the cafeteria to finish, build the cafeteria. Cafeteria is going to generate money because people are buying lunches, and we have 7 students that don't have lunch currently provided for them. So these are going to be some things that I think are going to be more beneficial for helping us grow and develop. If we check our daily cash flow, we are making about $10,000 a day positive, or projected. So we do have a lot of money to do these trainings and buildings that we are highly looking forward to getting done this year. I really wish I knew why these students were so unhappy with this learning schedule. I don't understand. Oh, they've got this later, but boom, we'll take care of that. No, they're not paused. They actually are learning. You know, it might be beneficial for me to reboot the game. I don't really want to do that now that we've just started a new episode, but I don't know why that's stuck in that way. Alright, dispatch team returned. They came back with $3,000 and some happy satisfaction. Alright, we are going to reprimand them. Are these kids actually going up and learning? That's the important thing. Let's click on them. You know what? Let's not do that. Let's click on them from here. This is class 2-2. Man, they're actually learning so much. It keeps kicking back their abilities to continue. Maybe we do need to research the next one. It's fine. We're going to get there. Research is a bottleneck. Money is a bottleneck to be able to build new classrooms and get research done for teachers. Teachers are a bottleneck because they have to be able to take care of things. So many different bottlenecks that we have to contend with. All right, you got some management training done. We're actually content with that. Let's look at who else we can bring in, because your teaching was maxed and we did a round of management training. Miss Lynn, we could bring in for some management training. I don't think I need to do that. George, you're done. I don't really know if I need to upgrade the salesman. I don't think that's a very important thing to worry about. I'm well trained. Both of our salesmen are right around the same spot at 17 and 19. I wonder if I do invest in training them, if they'll make more money each day. I mean, they're doing okay, so I'm not terribly worried about it. Martha's doing well. She's got 30 potential and then 27 teaching. Her role is a homeroom teacher. We could get her some management. She's in class 1-2, which means she's working with some more difficult students. And some slightly larger classroom in a more difficult student environment. She's currently needing to borrow 5 points from above her. So if we do a round of management training for her, I don't have to borrow those points anymore. Just one for now. She's got a little bit of time before she's going to get more students in because we're done for this week. Our students are looking good. Currently 62 out of the 71 students are set to pass for this year, which is fantastic news. We're making a lot of money, especially with the community research being in play. Another training done. Mr. Peter Thornton training capacity of 36, has teaching of 36, leaves us in a good spot there. He is a homeroom teacher. That means his secondary stat is going to be management. Let's get him... I actually like him as his teaching proficiency is decent at 36. It's not great, but it actually might make him the strongest science teacher that we have currently. So I would like to get him ready to get his teaching license and move him into a director position, because as a director, he can teach the classrooms without having to give up anything. So let's go ahead and get him started on that. Oh, we got an earthquake coming in. Earthquakes are a pain in the butt. So we have to reassure students every once in a while when these warnings pop up that they're going to be okay. It also may mean that we get some repair damage situation things that come up afterwards. Our students don't really know what to do during an earthquake. It's kind of sad, but they should be all right. These earthquakes tend to last forever. We can't speed up time during them. These events just distract. We get a little bit of money afterwards. We have to repair some things that we're going to go ahead and repair the whole list of. And we're going to keep things moving. Moving quickly. We got some hungry students still. We finished up our cafeteria. All right, that's an important one. Cafeteria being finished is nice. Be able to get rid of those hungry students. We are in a weird spot. I don't necessarily want to start another school reform. That takes a while to get through. And I don't think we'd finish it this year anyway. We could work on our bicycle shed so we could expand our student count for next year. We could work on advanced research, which is not bad. Campus security might not be a horrible idea. And we know we're going to need some more sports and music for going into year 3 with those problematic students. So maybe it's just worth considering getting these built or researched. Rather, I guess there's not a lot to build. In lifestyles, the improved relationship isn't terrible. It allows us to put some items around the school that help people build their interpersonal relationships. Happy students are good students, is essentially how that works out. Campus security is also something I've been looking at. Being able to put down the campus security gives us ethics. We can drive up the discipline a little bit. We can hire a security guard. All of those things allow us to try to manage our students a little bit better. I don't know how much I really want to invest into security. Kind of is a pain. One of the games that I played early on, I built a security office that I forced everybody to go through. So like I put walls on the entryways here and here, and a doorway like here that goes into a security office, and as people went in, they got scanned at the start of the day, so any kind of items that a student shouldn't have on them. This person's got an umbrella. Maybe that's just what they're using. I don't know if that's their full inventory or just what they have. This person's got a soccer ball. Clutter. It's just junk. Security guard might take that. Some of these students are a little bad. They might have stuff. A baseball, I don't know. Guitar. Why do they have a guitar? I don't know. but students can bring in things that are distracting. They can bring in frogs. They can bring in gaming devices. Like there's a video game. There's contraband. Security would take that. I can actually take that too. I can confiscate that. Bam. Now they don't have it. So they're not going to cause a disruption with it. If we have a security guard down and security takes the contraband, they're going to take the disruptions with them. So definitely something pretty nifty to think about. We're at the end of day 3, though. Almost the end of day 3. We could probably finish up the security before the end of day 3. That gives us day 4 and day 5 that we can continue to research stuff. Advanced research is not a bad option. It gives us a couple of like research workflow and the school donations, right, that we can look into for setting up some management potential. We can also finish up the bicycle before the end of the day. What that's not going to give us space for is finishing off some of these items. And I think that's where the trickiness comes in. Let's start with security, because that is fast. I do kind of want to play around with the idea since we have some less than favorable students, some angry students in here. They're not less than favorable. They just need a chance, right? Let's see what we can do otherwise. I want to get this banquet hall in here. I think my infirmary was going to take up about that much space, maybe. We can get our banquet hall in. Get a good amount of seats in here. Huh. We need some lights. We're hurting on lighting right now. Can we afford this? No, we're kind of broke, but that's fine. We're gonna make do. I'm excited to get this cafeteria up and running. Is anybody qualified? You are qualified. We're going to need another chef to run the other place, though. That's something we can work on. Let's take a look and see what we've got. Any chefs? No, they really want me to have a doctor. Like, they want a doctor so bad in this school. This doctor is not terrible. I'm probably never going to train a doctor. They're the cheapest. So we're going to keep him around. And in the meantime, I really don't want to pay money to look for a chef. I'm not going to be able to afford them if I find one. I still got to put lights up in there. This is not ideal. Let's borrow a management point so nobody's getting stressed out. All right. We now have enough for lights. So that's important. That is definitely something good. Let's go ahead and drop this in here. Boom, just like that. We have decent lighting, and we can drop a second one for good lighting, like well lit. We're making some money. All right, there's our campus security. I do want to get the bicycle shed so we can start looking at bringing in more students. I know I said at the end of this year I'd like to bring in more students, but honestly, I don't know if we're going to be able to. The more I look at this, the more scared I get with it. Scared with it because I can bring in the students, but I can't build classrooms for them. Like, my money is so tight, right? And in order, I don't have space either. So, like, for me to build more classrooms, I'm going to have to build more space in the school. Oh my gosh, we don't have a dispatch going on. I may have missed my chance at some bonus money because of the dispatches. No. It's going to be such a tight fit to get it all done. Martha finished her management training. That feels good. Does anybody else need training currently? I'd like to take a break and get my money in a better spot, truthfully. So let's hope that the first couple of people are looking good. We're looking good enough. I'm okay. Gertrude is the next person that we need to work on. Costs a lot of money. Let's bite the bullet. Let's get it done. She's not going to train herself. And after Gertrude, we're taking a break. Currently, all of our students are passing. It's the end of day 3. That's a good spot to be in. Patrick Lopez, he is a researcher. He has good teaching capacity now. The only other thing that we could do with him is drive up his research a little bit more. We could push him up to a 37 in research over a few trainings. And since he's hanging out in the research room, I guess that's an okay idea to do. Our research is falling behind a little bit, so the more we can keep up with it or push it to advance, the better. We're going to pick up a couple of these monetary prizes here. Just trying to stay afloat, really. All right. Bike racks coming in good. We have some more job applications. Take a look at. Who do we have? They still want me to have a doctor. And truthfully, I do need to build the infirmary. We've had a couple of students getting stuck in medical issues. It causes them to be a little unhappy. If they're unhappy, they're not doing as well. So definitely a legitimate thing. I would like to get the infirmary up. It's just not been a priority. Our dispatch is moving and grooving. Hoping to bring in some extra cash from that field trip. Hoping to round out our finances in a really good way. What are you upset by? You got this little chair icon over your head. Don't really know why you're upset. It gets the start of the day. Why are you stressed out? Yep, there's that infirmary need. We don't have the money to build it. We know how much money that drained last time we looked at it. All right, bicycle shed's done. I think I'm going to hold off on the advanced research, truthfully. Like, I kind of want to get it done, and I want to do my research room and bump it up maybe a little bit. But it's just, I can't make it a priority. I got to work on some other stuff that is possibly more important. You are upset because of the banquet hall, but truthfully, I want the banquet hall over here, which is just going to make this person upset. But I can borrow a few points from higher up management and make that a little bit better. I'll let you manage a bathroom, though. And truthfully, I can let you manage another bathroom, because borrowing 1 point from above is cheaper than having 5 points for a bathroom. All right. Get some trophies. Get us closer to level 4. I don't really care about level 4 for the sake of level 4. I care about level 4 because of the bonus money that it's going to bring in. And in case I haven't mentioned it, I feel really tight on funds. I feel like I'm moving through a lot of money in a very short amount of time. We have our security open, and we have... Oh, look, there's that chef. I would have had to go out and look for one. We know our next stop is going to be an infirmary, so maybe I just go ahead and hire this doctor and start working on the infirmary. We got a couple of sick students anyway. Let's see what we can do. We're going to build that facility. It's a lifestyle facility, I believe. There's the infirmary. I'm going to drag this over and then down. We can use up this whole space because why not? I like putting the desk at the start. It kind of looks like you're walking in, you're checking in. And then we need six, count them, 6 beds. It is so expensive. Each bed being $500. All right, we'll make it work. We'll make it work. We need a couple of medicine cabinets. I'm going to put one over here and one over here. That is everything we need in this room, but we can put in a weight scale. We can put in a switch over to the eye chart. We can do that as well. All right, for lights, we know this thing is pretty good at providing light, but we're a little too broke right now. There we go. Now have light, and we are so close to our next level. We can drop in another one back here when our funds tick over, if our funds want to tick over. There it is. Our funds ticked over. We can continue our research. We'll grab the music. Yolanda, we're going to take a break on research. We're spending a lot of time on research, a lot of money on research right now. We're just going to take a break with it. We do want to redispatch. Let me send out 2-1 again. We're close on our dispatches. We're in day 4, almost the end of day 4. I don't know if we're going to hit it. I might have messed up by taking so long to get it started. We have some angry students too, and some people with some upset calendars. Let's take a look at our calendars and see what we got going on. You guys are volunteering all next week, so it doesn't matter. Volunteering, I say week, but it's going to be all day. Volunteering there too, volunteering there too, and volunteering there. All of our students are volunteering. We have a chance to really generate a little bit of cash here. That is actually kind of important. The other thing that we're going to need to do is, oh man, we just went negative. How much is this going to cost? To do something like this? I mean, it's not even going to tell us. We're just too broke. Yeah, cancel that. What in the world? We need student guidance. I'm sorry, I don't have a student guidance office, and not something I can really just whip together real quick. It'll have to be okay. Not a lot we can do about it, so it has to be okay. 71 out of 71 students are passing, so that's a thing. We got another fire going on. We don't have enough room up there to expand. Where is this fire? Fire's over here. Oh no, oh no. That could actually be problematic. Where is our firefighting stuff? Here it is. What's that? That's school rules. Increase discipline in an area. Put a couple of those up. Alright. As soon as this field trip thing ticks over, we're going to need to progress it if we have any shot at making our dispatch. There it is. Start. Okay, confirm. Go, go, go. Go dispatch. Go field trip. I really don't know if we're going to finish it. It is going to be down to the wire. I also need some of these classes to come back with some... Oh no, that only one academic wealth on that one. Really need to get this money. I really need to get the construction for this started, because part of the problem is, right, like building the foundation takes a while. It's not something that's instant like building classrooms. Actually, with that in mind, you know what I'm going to do? I'm just going to go ahead and borrow some money. I'm going to borrow a lot of money here. And the reason I'm going to borrow some money is to get this started. We're going to need more classrooms going into this next year, and I'd really like to have a place to put those classrooms as soon as I can. That is important for me. Borrowed a lot of money to make that happen, but it's okay. What does it take to invest in Mudford? Alright, we finished all of that. That's actually pretty good. That's better than I thought it would be. Alright, we could go into advanced research, 0.9 days to complete that. We could go into school reform, 2. Gonna allow us to start doing more dispatches and unlock more of our research tree. A lot of potential there. I'm not as worried about emergency drills. I'm not as worried about assembly hall. Next thing that I really want out of this line is that peace and stability, which we are pretty far from. I don't really want to target school reform 2 right now. I think there's just possibly more important things. It would be nice to pick up some of these bonuses, like shop some of these things that can generate some money. There's that guidance office that we don't have. We could do hygiene. That also give us, yeah, it gives us the toilet upgrade that we were looking for a while back. All right, we wanted to look into Mudford real quick. It takes 100K to invest into them to turn them from poor to normal, which would raise their tuition a little bit. Now, we're obviously nowhere close to that, but it was something that I wanted to check to see if that was a possibility. Got some more money coming in from volunteering. I'm thinking I also want to expand this out. I want to be able to have a room for the staircase. Would love to build through here too. They're going to get a little fussy, I think, about not being able to get in right now. But I wanted to put some doors back here anyway. And that should at least keep it usable in the short term. This is going to allow me to put some stairs up front, which also means I'm going to need to expand up top. Our field trip finished. Yes! I was really thinking that wasn't going to come through for us. Alright. I can't start building in this level until I finish building on the level underneath, apparently. And we're probably going to finish up the day before I can build that. That's unfortunate. I wish I would have thought about that staircase sooner. We are going to go ahead and get it started, though. Even though it's not going to finish in time. Down here on this level, I'm going to build a nice entryway to our school. Make it look a little nicer. We got room for those stairs now. Some other opportunities there as we look towards the next year. Exam is over. Everybody passed. We knew they would. We've been watching it like a hawk. We got full marks on almost everybody. It starts to fall off towards the end, but that's fine, honestly. We're okay with that. We are ranked 6th. 71 people passed their exam. I did not see how much money we got. I clicked through that too fast. It's a little sad. Can we go back? No, apparently not. That's fine. We're up to 70% happiness with Theater Boulevard, which is good, and our first round of students have graduated. We finished our field trip challenge. We dispatched enough field trips to get our bonus 4,500 money there, and yeah. That was the end of that school year, which feels pretty good, right? What do we need to do now? There are a few things that I've been talking about a lot that I wanted to try to get done. I think one of the first things I'm going to do, right, is try to get this building set up for next year. We can... That's a single staircase, that's a double staircase. I really like that one. This is one of my favorite staircases. It does fit down here. The reason I like this one is it wraps around, so I can tuck it into corners, right? Like I can put it here, and it doesn't need space on the other side to come out. Now we've got a staircase that comes up here. It'll connect once that's finished. That is great news. Now we can grab... thinking I want to keep the troubled students on the bottom floor. They seem to have a lot of issues. So we want to grab our turtles and we want to move them up. Just grab the classroom and drag them up. We got enough room to copy. Drop this in here too. And this classroom is currently not being used. We've got Peter Thornton, who's the homeroom teacher, and that's going to be important. We're just going to bulldoze this classroom. We're just going to get rid of it. Boom. It's going to open up a little bit of money. It's also going to allow us to come up here. We can drop this as a turtle. And, oops, where is... I know it needs to be reachable. It'll be reachable as soon as construction finishes over here. It'll be fine. Stop stressing out. All right. This classroom. Whoa, 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 whoa. Let's rotate you around. It'll be down here. I know some classrooms don't have a central staff assigned to them. It will be fine, I promise. Let's see what we've got available for teachers. There's an art teacher with 62 potential. That is massive. Humanities with a teacher with a teaching potential of 60 available. Again, just massive. This is wild. We might need to build a bike shed just to be able to recruit the teacher. Actually, I am. I'm going to build a bike shed to recruit the teacher. So, facilities. Let's grab a bike shed. There it is, bike shed. We're going to put in a bike shed over here. We're going to have the entryway right here. That's fine. And I'm going to tuck this in just like that. That gives a little bit of bike parking, which is more than enough for now. Let's go back over here. We want to recruit this art teacher for sure. We're going to even recruit Gregory. We think that's going to be some good value too. All right. Huge wins. All right, this one. You are art students. Management is terrible on Michael Martin. That's not ideal to have him be a homeroom teacher, nor to have Gregory be a homeroom teacher. But I want that art teacher in there, I think, at least for now. Good Lord. A lot of potential. We have a lot of things that we can do. That needs to finish building. We've got a good amount of money. We got $60,000 right now. I'm feeling pretty good. Our general buildings, we've got a research room, we've got our training room, we do not have a security room, we just built our bicycle shed, and we have a headmaster's office, which we can't build another one of. So, let's... Our security room needs to be 18 squares. Why can't I build? Oh, I don't have foundation there. Son of a gun. Ugh. All right, that's fine. Let's This is gonna look a little janky, but I have an idea. We're gonna come over here. We're gonna do this. Well, first off, we're gonna do. Cancel out of that. We're going to move our fire stuff, and we're going to move our trash can over here. Then we're going to do this, and we're going to... Why won't you let me pick these two squares? come up to here. And then we're going to come out over here and here. And here. And then back over here to the bike shed, we're going to edit this just a little bit. We're going to add a couple of squares here. It looks a little funny right now, but I hope that it will make sense momentarily. This week, we're going to do a study week. Study week says that our students want to go to a statue that's going to be outside once we find it. And when they go to this statue, they can go to either our humanities or our science statue, or our sports, or our art. And when they go to this statue, they can analyze it, and it increases the associated learning stat from that statue. So we're going to put down this humanities statue here. I think we're going to put it right outside of this educational wing. These cost a lot of money, so we don't want to do them too much, but I think it's important nonetheless to get at least one down. And since humanities, we have that memory problem with our starting students not being great with memory and that affecting their humanities, I think this will make it a little bit easier to have strong humanity learning potential. All right, we got our new students lined up. We're not going to grab new neighborhoods yet. It's too much to coordinate with needing the space to build classrooms. So we're going to spend a lot of time this year building towards that. We're going to go ahead and get these students in. All of these students are going to this new classroom. All right. Let's check what we got going on. This is a training room. I don't need a training room under you. I need you there, and I need you there. Oh, what else do we have? You're about maxed out. You are about maxed out. You are maxed out. Part of the reason you're maxed out is because you don't have a homeroom teacher there. That is a problem, but one that we will fix. You have staff associated with you, so I'd love to put you down here, but this director just doesn't have the space for it right now. If we drive them up to a 51, they do, and that still frees up more space over here than we had. Well, we got to drive them up to a 56. That's fine, whatever. We'll make it work. There it is. It's still better than what we had when it was just directly related. And we really need some of these classrooms to balance out. Borrow upwards there. Michael Martin really needs to get some management training in. So let's find, oh, that's not what we wanted. Let's go to our training. Let's find Michael Martin. Got to get you a little bit of management training done. And Gregory Hall, you are not a homeroom teacher currently, so we're just going to dive right into your training for teaching. We're just going to take you straight up to a 62. You're going to be the best humanities teacher we have, and it's going to allow us to really start targeting some of those humanity-based neighborhoods. All right, our class schedule. I want to get this set, and then we're probably going to end this episode. You won't let me set a schedule because you're inaccessible. How long do we have on that? Not long. Can we complete it real quick? Come on, complete. Patrick Lopez, what are you doing? You are a researcher and you have absolutely amazing research right now. You're done. You're good. Winter, it's turning cold. Stay warm. Yada yada. Okay. All of these classrooms just became accessible. Peter, you're back to being a homeroom teacher. You already have a homeroom teacher. Great. It's really chilly, and even with 2 heating rooms, or 2 heating items, we're still below where we need to be. That's something we want to think about. All right. We want to quickly set schedules. I say quickly, we want to spend a little bit of time on this, right? We got 6 classes, we got a couple of good teachers, we're doing the things now. These students need to be able to pass, need a little bit of arts and a little bit of sports. A little bit of arts. We want to get the most out of our arts, I think. Actually, what we want to do is see if we can do it in one day. We need 2 points of sports, and we need a couple points of art. If we do this, the student passes, and that's all we really need. After that, I'd really love these students to be working on community volunteering to gain additional money for the school. And they can use some Tai Chi weight training or weight loss training. They're going to pass. We're looking good. We're feeling good. Huge gains. All right, that's all we need. Over here, this group of students, let's clear out the turtle schedules real quick, make sure that we can focus in on what we need. Turtle 3-1, everybody's currently set to pass. They are slated to pass. We have a few people that are not getting perfect scores, and we can fix that very quickly. I'm okay with a day of reading. This is going to look funny for a second. It's faster to just double click over there to add the courses than it is to click and drag over each one. So we're going to do that. We got our morning reading set up. We're going to do some Tai Chi weight loss. These Tai Chi weight losses are going to come in handy because I'm also going to open up a dessert kitchen real quick at the start of this year to try to get some more income. All right. These students are great on sports. They have everything they need for sports. They need a little bit of art. Sports are at 76, so they're actually 59. They need like 1 sports class to be able to pass for next year, and then they need some art. So let's do a vocal practice day. Get them in. Yeah, that's looking good. All right. And then let's do... I really need to be smarter about this. I need to get rid of... Let's do our morning jog here. And then we can do vocal practice here with a day of art. And that should make sure these students get perfect scores for this year and should be completely finished for next year. And then we can close out all of this volunteering for these first 2 days. These students are looking to be in great shape. All right, going into our turtle classroom. We're gonna need some science. Humanities are actually looking pretty good. Let's get our science in. How's that looking? It's looking pretty good. Let's do a morning reading over here. Get Miss Lynn. Everybody's looking good. Everybody's looking real good. And then, you know what we didn't do is we didn't do Tai Chi training on these weight loss kind of days. We're going to drop that in. We'll do some Tai Chi training over here. And again, community service here. Bear with me just a moment. Oh, I backed out of science class too. Didn't mean to do that. We'll get that fixed. Bam. These students are looking great. Should be 100%. Another turtle day. These guys don't have a lot going on. We got science on day 1. What do we have? We have a 36 science there, or a 35 reading. Okay, both of those are looking pretty good. It doesn't matter which one we do first. do a reading session, and then we'll do a logic session here. Definitely got all the science we need. We need another morning reading here. These students are going to be set up really well. We're going to get some weight loss going on and some community service. Oh, I didn't see that I unlocked ethics. That might be something to consider. Teaches the students to behave. Maybe we'll just do ethics courses for some of these problematic students. Get them breaking through their temper problems. No, I'm not really going to do that. I want to get them moving and grooving. All right, we got that. Let's do some art. It's not very good art, but it's fine. We got the whole year to work on art. Probably get more out of the art during that 1 week with Patrick Lopez than we did that whole day. That's fine. All right. I'm going to do some community service. Lots of community volunteering. I call it community service because you know, the kids don't have a choice in it. They're out here doing the thing. But it is community service. And boom. All right. What do we have going on up here? We got one class that needs a teacher. We have some available teachers for it. I think we have some available teachers for it. What are you doing? Yolanda's there. Martha's there. Maybe we don't. Joke's on you. I'll just move you down here, drop that in there, and we'll do community service right off the rip. You guys are still going to pass, and just rearrange our classes a little bit. All right, what else do we need? We need some facilities. We got a little bit of time left on this episode. Let's set up some more facilities. We would love to set up a dessert shop. I think the dessert shop, yeah, it has to have a corner. It has to have that corner. Let's move you over. Oh, nope, not there. Let's move you over to here. Set you up like this, so you kind of wrap around that corner. We need a door for the facility. Guess we'll do this door. We'll put you over here somewhere. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. All right. What else do we need? We need a table in here. That's good. We need this thing and this thing. We're going to need some lighting. We know this lighting is good. We've talked about it a lot. We're going to drop it in here. And just like that, we have a dessert shop. Dessert shops are great. They do a lot of good things for us. We need a salesperson. Do we have a salesperson available? Of course we don't. What? We never have the people that we need when we need them. But it's fine. We'll get them in here. In the short term, we have an idle teacher. We're going to pull our teacher up here. Come in here and do some research for us while we wait. We took a big research hit recently, I believe. Well, actually, we went way the hell up in research, didn't we? Gregory's definitely helping on that front. All right. How are we looking? How are we looking? What else? Do we have any new buildings that we need to build? We're going to build the security room once this finishes, if I can figure out the management stuff. We are probably going to need a biology, humanities, tennis court, table tennis, music room, art studio soon, but none of our classes require that yet. We have those buildings. We have these buildings, and we have everything but our cafeteria. But we have the banquet hall, which does the same thing as the cafeteria. I just wanted it instead. So what is next on our docket? We got some room for some more classrooms, so we can start getting ready for the next year, where we're going to be bringing in more students, we hope. We can expand this and build out there. We want to build our security classroom, or our security, it's not a classroom, but our security office, our security room. We're going to need a good security personnel to go with that. We don't need a doctor. We don't need chefs. That's going to give us some things to look forward to and work towards. All right, a new year, so that means another speech. We like making a speech. Here we go. We're going to do pretty much the same speech we did last year. Calm opening. We're going to talk about academics. We are going to commend the test results because everybody did pass. Makes everybody happy. We're going to award a scholarship. Keep people energized and ready to go. Then we're going to do a loud cheer. All right. With the exams over, we have our first graduating class. We can pose. And just like that, we have our first students graduating. We have a problem over here. What do we have? We're going to try to reduce these problems with our security office coming in. I kind of talked about it before. I really want to make sure, I want to try to wall off the entryway and force everybody to go through here. I don't think people can just walk over the sides of the bike stuff, so we're gonna figure it out. We're gonna work through it together. All right. Now, I'm going to pause it because I want to make sure I get this right. Oh, crap. I got to work on some management stuff. I can't put in a security office because I don't have enough management. One of our managers just finished. We can free up a few management points here. Can we free up some points here? We can free up some points here. We can free up some points here. All of them, actually. We can... I'm just not even gonna touch your points because you're gonna have more students soon. All right. Currently, you're not borrowing points. Currently, you're borrowing 1 point. Currently, you're borrowing 2 points, which is actually more than you need. You're maxed out. We can... Who are you? You have... We can't do any management training with you, though. You kind of suck. But we can do some other stuff. We can move this under here, which should be more than enough. That frees up a lot of space. And that's going to allow us to come back over here. Build a facility for, I think it's general security room. To also make this hallway a security room. Go in there. You can come out right over here on the other side. But that's going to require everybody to go through security. And we can have our security desk. A security window. Searches are performed here. I don't remember how to exactly make this work. We'll have you face that way. And our security equipment will tuck in over here on the corner. Alright. Get some lights going. Security personnel. Alright. Let's see what happens. Later on, I know I can put metal detectors and things like that that line this way, kind of force everybody through getting checked on their way into the school. I think I want to go ahead and start working on school reform. And we're not opposed to the idea of getting another security guard when one becomes available. Oh, we're going to have to block this off down here. We need something that can block movement as an item. I don't like that people can just walk over there all willy-nilly like. What a trash can. Does that block people from going that way? Gertrude Smith. Gertrude Smith is a manager. A manager that has decent teaching and decent management now. So there's not really much more we can do with her, truthfully. Oh, nope, that did not block that. What if we put another trash can here? Does that block that? No, it does not. What can block that pathway? A bamboo fence? We'll see if that does it. Alright, Michael Martin has finished some management training. He actually has very problematic students, so possibly another round of management training or two for him wouldn't be bad. I want to grab a piece of this fence because I think it matches better, actually. We're going to grab this, pull it over, and this bamboo fence, we're just going to get rid of. Yeah, go ahead. We're going to see if... I think I can rotate that and make it match better. Yeah. Alright. I really want to see if this helps with some of my contraband issues, having the security office in place. I guess another thing that I could do is put the rules in the security office. That makes sense. And supposedly helps with behavior issues, having these. Let's put them around. Wow, hygiene on this floor is horrible. Let's make sure we get some closets up here to clean up. And we'll get a cleaning closet down here in the security room too. Alright, we're missing some students coming in. Let's grab them real quick. We've got these students. They are all arts and sports. We're going to get them assigned to the arts and sports classroom. And You guys are all turtles. Management. Wow. We're having some big management issues. Big management issues. I'm not really sure why this ended up here. We can get rid of it. We can put it over there. That's fine. We're gonna need a new management office soon. Let's go ahead and collect our rewards because we've done a few things. We're gonna go up to school rank 4. This is a big achievement for us. And yeah, look at that. Some money coming in, the ability to make a computer classroom, and we're at 52 out of 71 students passing. We're at a good stopping point. So thank you all for watching. Like, follow, subscribe, comment, and we'll see you next time.